Hello everybody, we are here. It's going to be the TQ Invitational. I do believe that this is round number 3, which is very, very exciting. So I do believe that it actually means quarterfinals, which is definitely going to be fun. We're going to be here watching Roses, the Terran in the top on GSL Terminus going up. Woo, excuse me, I'm drinking Diet Pepsi. That is carbonated and has caffeine in it, so sorry about that. ROOTDdoRo is the Protoss spawning on the right. This is a great map. We're going to be watching Root Gaming's really strong Protoss player, definitely one of the top players out there. As ROOTDdoRo, I've been watching him for a long time, is definitely impressive every single time you watch him. And I'm very curious to see what he's going to do in this PvT, as Roses is not exactly a weak player himself. And looks like I have to change my overlay to actually represent where the players are so I can actually use the food count on the bottom. So there we go, ROOTDdoRo. And now we're going to make him a Protoss player, as that is what he is. And now there we go. You can see that actually with my external overlay and the Blizzard overlay, they mesh perfectly to show the food count with the actual the score of the game series, which is very helpful to see. And now ROOTDdoRo is going to go ahead and plop down a gateway at a very, excuse me, I'm burping again, a very normal time. I definitely apologize for that. But now, guys, this is going to be a interesting game. Rose is actually calling that he's going to lose. Rose is before I was saying like this is going to be a one-sided game, blah, blah, blah. But he's definitely underestimating himself, as he is a very strong player. Definitely seen him play in one of the TQ qualifiers, as Roses is actually a person who qualified and is going up against ROOTDdoRo, who is an invitation person. He did receive an invitation. There were 16 qualifiers, 16 players that qualified, and 16 players that were invited. 32-man bracket, half invitational, half qualifier. Pros versus Joes type of feel, which is awesome to see a Joe versus a pro later on in this series. So now we're going to see that, actually, take a second to thank Zeek.com, Z33K.com. Check them out for a lot of tournaments. Justin TV Invitational is over there. They actually allow community to make tournaments. So if you want to host a tournament, you can definitely use them. VODs for this tournament will be on YouTube.com/zanderfeverSC. You want to check out VODs over there. That will definitely be helpful to do if you missed any of the games. I will be casting replays also eventually for this tournament. And we're going to be having a great, great time watching this, as we're going to progress to all the way to the finals tonight. And that's just going to be awesome, as this is a very fun tournament. The players are very skilled, and it's very cool seeing Rose is actually chasing off that probe. He really wants to kill that probe. Looks like he actually will be able to, as the probe walks directly into marine gunfire. Alright, so let's see what Roses is going to do, whether he's going to try and early expand, as this map, you'll notice, is GSL Terminus and as with all GSL maps, it is very easy to actually expand on this map. We do have this main base that is pretty big, all things considered. It does have this line of sight blockers down there, which is great for drops, hiding tech, both ways it works fairly well. And then we have the natural expansion, which is very easily defended at this small chokish area. And you'll notice that there's a ramp going down here into an in-base third. Plop down a command center or something down there, and you have a very small area to defend. It's very vulnerable to drops, especially in this position, as Roses is right there. Roses has got to be feeling good about these spawning positions, as it will definitely weaken ROOTDdoRo's push, because Roses can easily just counter drop, or just go ahead and go for drops alone and just try and do as much damage as he can with those. We actually do see Roses going to go ahead and actually be slightly behind in the food count, but not by much. Pretty even on both sides. We do see the probe count is 24 to 25 to 21 SCVs. So very good for ROOTDdoRo, making sure to chrono boost out a few more probes than SCVs are capable of having. And we do see a 2-gate robo. Very normal, stable gameplay from ROOTDdoRo is on the way. And there we have an SCV. It's actually going to survive. So I guess he's just checking to see if there's going to be an expo, and notice that there is none. Very interesting to see a GSL map not have an early expansion. Both these guys must be feeling trying to play it safe, see how this is really going to progress. Although it does seem that ROOTDdoRo might want to throw down an expo, as his minnows are approaching 400. He's got his probe in position, and there's the expo. So ROOTDdoRo is going to go ahead and get a 2-gate robo expo. As you can see, this robo has not done anything quite yet. Just has it there for infrastructure, depending on what he sees. You'll notice that ROOTDdoRo does have control of the watchtower with Zealot over there. So definitely going to try and make sure that he's going to be safe. Rose is going for, it looks like a marine tank composition. There it is, marine tank. which is definitely a strong move, especially if you can get siege mode out and micro his marines correctly. This could be great. The only issue is going to be if DDo's micro is just enough to handle it. He does have a lot of sentries out, which could be great for just blocking off the marines' ability to micro and then just try and snipe off the tanks. We do have this observer running around seeing everything, as this Roses is going for this command center inside his base, going to play it safe, and this could benefit him against DDoRo. So here you have Pylon being thrown down by DDoRo back here with an idle probe, interestingly enough. Going to try and want that guy to do something. Immortal is going down. We do have the gateway going down as well. So it looks like DDoRo is not going to go for Colossi. Just going to go for a straight Immortal. Going to try and tank a few of those tank hits, and then just try and use his units to enclose the gap on the tank line and the mineral line, the marine line, and just try and get as much DPS as he can. Because if he can just survive and to get close to the marines and tanks, then he will be able to defend. It's a tough, precarious position to make sure you can legitimately do this, but siege mode is almost done, and Roses might be wanting to make a little bit of a push soon. If he can just get his units out correctly, we do have this one Immortal done, but right after that, this will be DDoRo going for another Observer and getting the robotics base. So after one Immortal to tank a few hits, he will be going for Colossi to try and get the DPS on the Marines out. It's going to be a very, very fine balance that he's going to be trying to make. And it looks like a Viking was just produced for Roses. It's going to be great against the Colossi that are going to be coming out. Let's see if DDoRo is going to build it. Yes, there is. The Colossus is on the way. But no fourth gas. Just put down his fourth gas now. He does not mine much from his third gas either, making sure that he can mine enough minerals that he doesn't die because he's just investing too much in mining gas. Very fine balance that he is going to go ahead and walk very well. Okay, command center being for Roses being thrown down to natural expansion, getting more tanks out, being very passive. DDoRo is really showing a superior macro capabilities as he is just continuing to progress in the food count faster than Roses. We can see in the spending tab that DDoRo has actually managed to mine more minerals and gas than Roses has. You can just see that every bar is maxed for DDoRo, which is a very interesting thing to note, as that does allow DDoRo a little bit more of a room for error in terms of unit composition and various other things, as he's just been able to produce more units. Extanther Malance is now being chrono boosted out. Nexuses are still producing probes, so DDoRo is really going to have a strong economy. Really focusing on that is a very smart move. No third base quite yet, except just as I said, it sends down a probe. Looks like he's going to try and get up his third base after this pylon gets down there. Will he throw down the third? Okay, that was going to throw down another pylon and then throw down the Nexus? Apparently not. Just going to go ahead and scout for possible drops. We do have a Raven and a Viking going to go in there, but not really do much damage. Two Colossi are out for DDoRo, but he does not have any upgrades or upgrades on the way. No forges are on the field, which should be a little bit of a blunder, as if there's a strong timing push, then Rose is going to take a lot of damage from even unupgraded units, but upgrades are just so useful against Terran. Armor especially against the Marines. We're going to see if DDoRo is going to go ahead and get some of those fairly soon. Yep, there he is. The Forge is going to go down right now, and once this is done, he could very well want to invest in that armor upgrade, or possibly go for the DPS route with his Colossi and try and get up his whoa, look at that. Oh, Vikings taking hits. And, okay, no, DDoRo's not going to be able to kill it off. But still, good defense. DDoRo is now focusing on his stalker count, going for strictly zealot sentries in the early game to defend with micro. And then now he's going to try and get out the death ball, add in the stalkers to deal with the Vikings especially. He needs to be able to do that. But Roses has a very strong army, going for a very forceful army with this tank count to be so strong. He's also getting out Banshee. He's going to go for a harassment. And whoa, he's going 3-4 Banshee. Look at this. Rose is going to try and win 4-4 Banshee. What is he doing? He really just, he's going to try and win with Banshees. And I don't know if DDoRo knows about this. If you look over here, DDoRo's vision, he has no clue. He knows about that one starport over there, but that's nothing to really worry about, as just normal to have one starport out to get that Raven. He knows about the Raven. And here we have DDoRo going for a hidden expo down here, as opposed to a third that is close to Roses. This could be really great, because Roses just keeps on poking in here, trying to see if DDoRo is getting his third. That might be Roses' timing for attack. He wants to just push when that third goes up. But look at this, the third is about to finish from DDoRo down here. Will he transfer probes? Yes, he has all these probes on the way. Really going to be effective in getting up his economy, and there it is. Already got one guy in the gas. Will he send a few others, or are they just all going to go to the minerals? Does seem that they're just going to go ahead and minerals, but what is DDoRo going to be doing? We do see the Forge researching the +1 attack. It is almost done. That might be his cue for attacking. You can see the Stalker count is increasing, but what is the Banshee count? That's not something you generally ask, but what is the Banshee count? We have 8 Banshees. Oh my god, Roses really trying to play for the strength of the Terran army, going to go for a massive Banshee count. They are all hidden over here. And look at this, DDoRo still has control of this watchtower. But Roses is, look at the food count ever going into DDoRo's favor. This very passive game is just playing into the hands of DDoRo's macro. His hidden expo down here is fully saturated. Really going to make use of that income. You can see the income is really, oh my god, there are 46 SCVs, and that's 48 SCVs, 78 probes. Wow, so the not very many harvesters out for Roses. He's still going to try and push in, and here we go. Looks like he might be starting to want to push. We do have a lot of Colossus out, though, 4 Colossi, as well as 1 Immortal. We have all these Banshees. What? Those Banshees, the Banshee count is ridiculous. 12 Banshees in this army, and more on the way. That's just so much DPS. If DDoRo can just get out some Void Rays, he'll be able to win just because of this huge investment in Banshees. And there's a scan. He's going to put sieging up. Marines are going down there. They're just going to get evaporated. But cloak on all the Banshees. Oh my god, cloak on the Banshees. That observer is going to get picked off. It's just continually attacking by the Viking. There it goes down. And that is so bad. Rose is just targeting down every single one of those stalkers. He's just killing everything with these cloaked Banshees. What is going on? So DDoRo is just taking so many losses. He could just start one-shotting the Colossi. That could be a very smart move. He's going to continue to do that. He's just taking out everything. DDoRo is just, his food count is plummeting. Roses even has a 1 tank down there in the midst. And this is going to continue pushing in more Banshees. There is a photon cannon down there, but Roses might just want to one-shot that photon cannon, or no, there's a bunch of them down there. There's a lot of detection, but here we go. Decloaking because there's no anti-air down there. Roses is, what a great little, oh my god. Is he going to try and pick off those probes or on any of those Colossi? He's just taking out everything. DDoRo's food count is plummeting. Roses is doing so much damage. You got so many Banshees. Look at this. It's 13 Banshees. He's going to go ahead and snipe off this Nexus. But look at this, DDoRo does have enough money to put down another Nexus, but he's going to do that down here. Very smart move, but the problem is that Banshees fly and go anywhere. They're very mobile, but look at this. These Colossi and Immortal and Zealots that can only attack ground are going to go in for a complete counterattack. Okay, this is now being brought to the awareness of Roses, but he might be going for a base trade. He's got a ton of DPS. He can just get a few more Banshees out to try and defend this. He does have these 4 ports. They're about to complete with a full cycle. He's mining, his value point is right down there, and there it is. He's going to be able to start attacking. He's cloaking them, but there's no anti-air. There's no point in cloaking those. He is just losing some. But oh my god, that missile turret's doing a ton of damage. That is crazy. Look at this. Their SCVs are going down, but look at this. All these Banshees are still alive, but DDoRo is distance mining from his main and everything. There is this. We do see Phoenixes going down. The Phoenixes are going to be great to deal with the Banshees, but not going to be able to hit the ground units. If DDoRo can then macro out some more units, he's doing a great job of using these counter-attacking Colossi to the maximum effectiveness. And look at this. Rose is going to needs to get that down there, get his economy back up. This is looking to be a crazy game. We have all of this Banshee still here doing nothing. Roses needs to take care of the Colossi and Immortal that are still left. He's losing units that he can't afford to lose, as this move by DDoRo is going to be really detrimental to Roses if he just can't continue. And look at this. He's got to get all his guys attacking. Taking down so much tech, but the problem is the starport is still over there. DT Shrine is actually on the field, but there were no DTs that were ever able to be made. That would have been a beautiful move if that happened. And there is going to be the targeting of the pylons, and it's not going to supply by DDoRo because he just lost so much. But look at the units. You can see that there are 64 probes to 16 SCVs. If DDoRo can just get up a few more bases, it's a full saturate. Look at that, fully saturated main base down there, and we have all these Banshees moving in, but there are still the cloak down there, and then there's going to be the unpowering everything. That is so bad. Oh, he's got to start targeting. He's going to target the Nexus. We got to hit the probes. He needs to take down the probe count. Make sure to take away the economy. Use the mules and everything that he has in order to win. But he's got to watch the. Oh, he's got to see that these probes are moving to the left. That he already knows that there's that expo down there. But look at this. All these Phoenixes. There's an observer on the way. But these starports are going down, and or stargates are going down. But look at this, fully retreating with all these Banshees. That's such a huge, massive amount of DPS against the ground. Is he going to go ahead and start finishing off these tech structures? Because this DT Shrine is still there, and once these warp gates become powered again, we could be seeing DT harassment against Roses. But he really does not have much left. He does have Vikings on the field, so he's going to have a pure Air Force happening with Vikings and Banshees. This is absolutely ridiculous. All right, so now the guys are just gonna continue going on. This is insane. As Rosa just has so much, and oh no, all of those, oh god, they're just getting picking off the Banshees. Look at this, the Banshee counts are going down. The Vikings are hitting the Phoenixes, but DdoRo just doesn't care. He's just whittling down the Banshee count to an insane degree. Now he's actually targeting the Vikings and doing a lot of damage, and more Vikings that are popping out. The Phoenixes numbers are going down, but still, all of these Banshees are still alive. 10 Banshees are still out there. What is going on? DdoRo is still distance mining from his from that base because he's completely saturated over here. You might as well get that extra income like that. And here we have Roses with three bases on the way. He does have still mining in his main as well as that base down there, but he really doesn't have a ton of other things going on. It's just purely invested in these Banshees and Vikings. That is really, really risky for him. But all the Vikings, he needs to start targeting those Oh, he has SCVs or Marines with that? There are a few SCVs here, but DTs, oh no, he didn't save that DT shrine, and there we have DTs running into the base. They're going to be able to do so much damage. There's some detection somewheres, but this is going to turn into a complete base trade as Rose is going to lose too much and needs to end the game with this push. We do have all these Phoenixes down here. 7 Phoenixes, it looks like? Yeah, 7 Phoenixes, but it's not going to be enough. More DTs are being morphed in, but look at this. Vikings need to start picking off those guys. And, oh, is there going to pop out? No, those Phoenixes don't pop out. That's actually really huge. Every Phoenix counts right now, but the DTs are still going to be in here just doing damage. Where are those DTs? There they are, just wiping out that base as this happens. Nexus goes down yet again. Oh, Starport's going to be taken out now, but the problem is I don't think Rhodes is aware of the fact that there are DTs in his base. Oh, no, he's aware now. He's aware of the fact that he lifted that off. But now here it's going to be really risky. But look at all these Vikings. Oh god, the Viking count is huge. Phoenixes are going to be taking a lot of damage right now, but the Vikings are taking all the hits. The Banshees are still alive. This is insane. I don't think DdoRo's going to be able to deal with this. He's got the DTs over there, but now we have all of the, oh god, the pound going down. Those fun cans are completely unpowered. Roses has all these Banshees still alive, but where are the DTs? I don't know where the DTs went. They're just still around. But look at this. There's another base by DdoRo down here, back at his natural expansion. He's now re-expanded to his natural. And now all these guys are over here. Vikings have landed. Probes are going down. Rose is at 52 food. The DdoRo's 42 is going down. Now the DT going to come in and start attacking the Vikings. Rose is going to need to scan or lift off or something. There it is. He lifts off. So that Dark Templar has done so much damage. But still, Rose has got to realize that DdoRo's not being revealed. He's got to have another base somewhere on the map. He's taking down key infrastructure buildings, but he really needs to take care of this Dark Shrine. Prevent the DTs from going back in because Roses is he expanding down the what? Roses, you're a ridiculous human being. And here we go. Vikings down there. Is he going to go ahead and take out that pylon? Looks like he is going to. But here we go. Banshees are down there. They are not going to be taking out anything. That's really, really rather unfortunate. You have another double Stargate down for DdoRo. He's going to continue pushing into this attack. And, oh, God, he's just cloaked, and he's going to continue attacking the pylons. He actually might unpower before the Phoenix. No, Phoenixes will be able to pop. There's another, but that one, oh, yeah, that's down. But look at this. Phoenixes are still there. And now is DdoRo going to go ahead and lose another Nexus? Yeah, and look at this. Roses just has, oh, he tried to land, but there's a Dark Templar down there. That is just annoying. And look at this. Probes are going down. DdoRo is so far down the food count. Roses is continuing to push in and just take down probe after probe after probe. This is really looking bad for DdoRo as this Air Force from Roses is just being so powerful. This is the last Nexus on the... No, it's not. There's another one being produced down here. DdoRo re-expanding to that Expo down there. And look at this. This is going down. And Roses has got to take down these Stargates. He cannot allow that infrastructure to stay up. And this, oh my god, this Dark Templar is still down there. You can see that it's going to actually block this Arbor Command from landing. And there it is. It's unable to land. Roses has got to realize what's going on and know exactly what to do. He does know there is a scan. That DT goes down. And it looks like Roses is going to be able to land and expand to DdoRo's third base. Okay, here we go. This Arbor Command is actually having a little issue with the Dark Templar that's over here harassing under it. But this Air Force is just so strong. The kill count's got to be huge on these Banshees. Look at this. 16, 13, 12, 10, 15. And then 13 again. And another 13 kill. And then 7 kill Banshee. 4 kill Banshee. This is insane power. But there we have Phoenix's out. He's got to pull back. Ooh, taking out one of the Banshees. That is huge. DT is over there as well. Going to run around. He knows that this base is up, but there's no mining going on. Roses, use your bases that you have. And there's, what he's going to... What? He just landed this. Oh, he's gonna mass mule down here, I would most likely assume. But now DdoRo has this based up at how many probes? It's 5 probes, 3 DTs, and a Phoenix. That is all that is keeping DdoRo in this game. Roses is playing beautifully with his Air Force, just keeping DdoRo just completely off guard. And you can see this command center is still alive, but DT just being annoying as basically as it could possibly be. And there's GG from DdoRo. Wow, that's a crazy game. DdoRo calling GG. Rose is up 1-0 against Roots Protoss.